Go Beaver! Away!
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to KritzKast. We're going to be covering another Nations Cup game today. There's a few of those going on simultaneously, but tonight we'll be bringing you Nations Cup 7, Poland versus Finland, the quarterfinals of this tournament already here. Winner of this game will go further to the semifinals, and that is still yet to be decided who is going to be their opponent. It's going to be Sweden and either France or Russia duking out in the quarterfinals. Then it is a decider. My name is Jake. Today with me is none other than Gamma himself, and on the production as well is Wiethoofd, who, well, he's doing his job. Stellar stuff from him. Welcome, Gamma. What do you think? What's the game going to be like today? What are the pick and bans? Tell us a little bit more about it.
Good evening, Jake. I'd have to say it's very interesting that product was banned by Finland, considering they beat Poland on it in the group stages. Finland did pretty much wallop them on, I think it was Process was the second map. So, you know, they obviously weren't as comfortable with product and banned it. But I think most people will agree that they should definitely be the favourites for this game. Did they win or lose that heavy fist fight? I wasn't even watching it properly. Can't believe it.
Finland was the heavy fist fight winner, I do believe.
Oh, well, they've just won the game, haven't they? Clearly.
They're just
mental. We're going live already?
Well, didn't even have time to talk about the people, but I guess we'll have some time afterwards. But we're going, the blue side is going to be Finland, red side is Polish colors as we're getting ready to this. And just looking at the rollouts here, Skyper is a little bit too slow. Vonstru is on the other side. It's going to be actually a bit quicker than the demo. Going in on the middle fight, looks like, oh, both demos actually roughly the same time. Now there's a lot of damage being exchanged. The scouts duking out with Nuthouse and Suki and the back behind. But what an amazing play there by Cha-Cha. Going in, taking double there. Nuthouse and Turbo Apina are both down there. Only Morty alive, and with 14 HP, he won't be able to contest this middle point. And in a very decisive fashion, Poland claims the first point of this game.
The Finns weren't able to clear the Polish bombers away after they bombed in super aggressively right at the start. Some of them stayed alive, and then they were able to clean up after the Finland aggression didn't quite get the same results. There's a bomb in from behind here by Morny. He's not really going to get anything, except for a little bit of damage onto the enemy soldiers. But now it looks like they're going to have to defend last with pretty much a full Uber disadvantage.
Doesn't look too good for the Finland right now. They do have a sticky trap laying already, and there's Vonstru fighting with Skyper in the lobby. Top lobby is Pyro coming out of the Finnish side as well. A little bit of fire being thrown out by the Uber comes out very early. There's level 3 sentry there blocking the spawn. Going with the Uber are 2 scouts taking out Pyro first. Good choice. Skyper taking a lot of damage. Still sticky traps on the point right now. Muria is there on the side putting some damage there. Siki behind Zinner low on health, but Poland will not be able to take this point off this Uber push, and now are suffering from a massive Uber disadvantage as Zinner there. Zarker also going down. There's a few people still alive for Polish side. They managed to take down Morny, but that's just not gonna slow down the Finnish offense. They will be going on their second point, trying to reclaim it right now when Poland is nowhere to be seen.
I don't, like, they knew that there was a Pyro there. They'd seen it, and they just didn't kill him. You need to send a scout in straight away, get the Pyro dead. Then you can focus on the sentry. As it was the sentry that killed the Polish medic Zarker, pinned him against the wall. The Uber's going to come in here on mid now. They're not really going to get much except for 1-0. They forced them out of the point at the very least. Zarker is still full HP. Kredu coming in, cleaning up some kills. He's trying to duke it out with Zinner and Zarker, trying to see what he can get done. But the scout with heals is always going to win that. They have massive numbers this ad though, so they're just actually going to have to give up seconds as well.
Skyper's going on Zarker. Zarker's low in health, but he has 70 boomer charge. He just faked it. He's going to get cleaned off by Murier. Finishing another one. That's Zinner going down. And that's the second point being claimed by Finland right now. Turbo is about to hit 50% Uber advantage here. Zarker is still respawn. That's 10 seconds. And Poland is kind of struggling at the moment. They have a sticky trap on last point, but there's no sentry. Pyro now going out from the side of Sticky. Actually switching back to the scout here. And, well, Kafka is there. Also trying to find something. Sticky going behind, looking for something to snipe, something to kill those meat shots. Kredu now sniping as well. Going into the lobby right now. There's just a little bit of a stalemate going on. I think Turbo's just waiting for the Uber, but about to hit that. The Uber going top lobby right now, sneaking through. They have everyone in position. Poland's nowhere near that Uber. There's a sentry up, but it's just gonna get demolished. Kredu going on point. There's sticky traps there. Not blown yet. They're down. They just exploded. Zinner going down on point as well. So close to being capped right now. Zarker is just struggling. There are 2 people up for the red team, and the first point of this game goes to the way of Finland.
That game just swung around so quickly. That failed Uber push into last, really coming back to bite them. They lost 3 points in quick succession. Then they lost a massive Uber ad as well. Just was going so well for them. That mid-fight they won so conclusively. And then Finland were just able to swing it back around with a great last defense and a great last push of their own.
Now, Cha-Cha is a little bit slower than Skyper. Skyper managed to find his way through the middle point quicker. Zinner's gonna get focused down on the side. That's the first casualty. Morny now paying with his life. Murray is looking for that medic. There's 1 rocket on him, 2 rockets. Zark is so low on health, he needs to get away. And that's the point going to belong to Finland very shortly. Kredu gets the kill as well. And now, no medic for the Polish side. They're struggling to even keep their numbers up. They need to fall back all the way to last, but Turbo is about to hit 100%.
That was a fantastic double bomb for Murray and Morny there on that point. Morny died, but he was the distraction. Murray was able to get in behind, clean up the demo, get the massive damage onto Zarker. Kredu was able to slip in behind and kill him then. But now they have Cyper kind of stuck on the wrong primary weapon, trying to lay out some sticks wherever he can. There's a heavy on the point. And some sticks, but that's going to be the demo kill. They're focusing the heavy. He's going to die. It's just a medic left alive, and they're going to clean up for a second round.
1-2 punch coming up from Finland with 2 points up in this game already, and Poland's kind of lost their air in their sails so far. I mean, they had an amazing first push, and they pretty much cleaned the entire Finnish team, and now they're just struggling to even get 1 kill. Looking at the demos once again, Cha-Cha versus Skyper. Skyper once again he slipped there, and now he has to take the long way around because he doesn't have health. And Polish team is going to be quicker to mid now. Siki now trying to look for the medic, goes behind, gets 1 meat shot in. Turbo is on low health, that's so low, and he finally gets finished up. Now Zarker needs to stay alive. He's getting blasted into the air. Looking for that air shot is Morny, but is not gonna connect. And now Poland once again seemingly reclaims control of the midpoint here. Gonna cap it fairly soon, with Skyper the only survivor out of the team fight for the side of Finland.
Both demo men kind of fluffed their rollouts there, but the way the Poland approached not having their demo on mid, actually bomb in from Cyper, gets absolutely annihilated by Wanzu, who's just taunts on the point in appreciation of his own shooting.
It's well deserved for him, and now they're pushing on the second point, already being capped by the soldier. Kafka there scouting the area. Vonsha also quite far forward. Cha-Cha on low health, but they do have Uber charge. If they play it right, they may be able to reclaim it yet. There's a sentry up right already. Kredu on that Pyro class on the side, making people, well, burn for a while. It's not too much damage, and now the Uber is up. 50% disadvantage. They're going in straight away. Kredu blasting him away. Well done. That's already 4 seconds of the Uber gone. They cannot get through that Pyro. Actually, Morty going from behind, taking down Zinner. Von should die as well. And now Zarker with no Uber to work with, and Turbo is still alive. That Uber push just did not work out again.
Pyro's a good class. I don't know. Like, you have a scout running in there. He has plenty of ample opportunity to hit those meat shots. Doesn't kill him quickly enough. The entire Uber is completely destroyed. They're going to get second for free, and they're going to be able to use this ad to get into mid and probably again swing the round back around, just like they did in the first round.
I think the only thing they can do right now is just to force Turbo early as possible, but they decide to just run away here, Poland. They're holding their choke at the moment. Rockets being exchanged, Morty looking for that kill, but not quite getting it. Vonsha getting away as well. Many kills exchanged. Kredu is actually going down there for the side of Finland, but Finland is able to reclaim this point with ease. There's not much pressure going from the side of Poland. They lose Siki there in a side, but both medics on 100% right now. Now that this depends on which team decides to use theirs first.
I didn't agree with what Poland were doing there first and just kind of running away from the point, but they've actually just bought time for them to be able to have this Uber to defend second, instead of, you know, maybe trying to bait the enemy team a little bit too much. Actually, Kredu's going to get a 2k on the flank, getting Zinner and Geshki. That's going to get it. That's going to prompt Morny to bomb in and lose most of his life. But he's made a huge amount of space, and it looks like they're actually going to have to give up Spire. No, the bomb coming in here from Hunzu. Gets Cyper, but nothing else.
That's good, though. That demo down, and Turbo is now forced. Zarker is just milking that Uber. Well done. Late pop from him. Now Zarker has the opportunity to take down a few people with that demo, man. Morny is actually going to go down to a nice pipe. The second point still belongs to the side of Poland. They're looking for some more kills. That fake is not going to work, Zarker. It's way too early, but there's 20% for either side. Finland is in control of the middle point, and now Poland needs to sort of think of an idea, strategy for this point. It is not House on the backside, trying to look for Kafka there, but Vonstre is there to back him up. And right now, we're looking at a little bit of a stalemate until their medics get their Ubers.
I didn't like that exchange that Zarker was attempting to make there the last time around. He kind of dropped everyone except for Chacha, but it worked out because his demo man's a beast and was able to hit all his pipes, which is always wonderful. Morny up on that perch, just shooting down on them. No one's shooting him though. They know he's there.
Well,
yeah, I mean,
he's just there. They cannot do really much to him right now, and he's full health. So now Zarker with 100% Uber charge, Turbo as well. A little bit of stalemate. Skyper going in. He's quite aggressive. They're looking for Chacha, but Chacha has that medic stapled onto him. And now Zinner going down to the flank. Murier trying to find a flank there with not House. Kratos actually joining them in the health pack area in a small barnyard. Now Poland is just kind of scattered. They're standing in the open. They're not really going for any sort of plays here and waiting for Finland to make their first move. But Finland is already 2 points up. They don't need to do that. They can just milk the clock. Gamma, what can Poland do right now? What do they have to do?
Well, they're trying something. They have a sniper here at Shutter, seeing what they can do with that maybe. But they actually just get 2 kills anyway, with Finnish players just kind of feeding in. And they're going to take this numbers advantage in through choke, trying to milk, not use if they possibly can. But they've actually forced Turbo now, and this is a really bad position for the Finns to be in. There's a counter force. Onzu destroys Murier again, and they're going to get this midpoint, but I'm sure they would have preferred to have held on to that Uber, considering how easily they forced the Finns.
It was a bit too difficult situation for Poland to hold that Uber in, though. They were being pressured. There's a lot of people on low health, and Zarker well done there, actually, using the Uber just before he got hit in the face with a rocket, putting him in a lower health. But now Zinner on sniper class getting punished by 2 scouts on the medic now. There's no one with him, right? And Poland just loses that advantage that they had. Chacha is there by himself. Now Siki trying to maybe sneak in the cap. No, looks for a kill there on the soldier, but he's just gonna get pushed out of this area. He's so low on health, getting chased by Murier, but he may be able to get out. No, he will not, as the houses there just taking him down like nobody's business. And now Finland reclaiming the middle point with that Uber advantage. I really don't think they will be able to hold a second point now.
There's poor communication from Poland, really. They all just kind of left Zarker with his sniper. And, you know, sniping's a good job and all that, but you can't expect a sniper to defend your medic like that when 2 scouts are just running into his face. They needed to keep one of their soldiers with them, and they paid the price for it. Uber's going to come in here, solo onto Kredu. Seifert following him behind to kill the sentry. Kills are going down all over the point. It looks like the Poles are trying to take the left side, but they're even getting pushed away from that, back into their spawn. The Finns are taking their time, getting as many kills as they can. And they're going to get the cap.
That's so unfortunate for Poles again. They had the Uber disadvantage there, 60% nothing to sniff at, and unfortunately there, the Pyro actually dropped down to the midpoint. He couldn't hold up top, and that kind of spelled a disaster for Polish team. Now they're 3 points down, looking to reclaim themselves for this game. Let's see which demo is going to be to the mid faster. Looks like Skyper is a slightly bit faster than Chacha there. So again, team fight going on. Skyper low on health already, but Kafka is the one who's going to go down. Turbo is repositioning himself. Now another kill for the side of Finland. 4 people up for Poland. They need to do something with this. Vonstre in the air gets air shot. Nicely done, but it's not getting a kill yet. Vonstre going down as well. Now Zinner, Chacha, and Zarker, the only people alive, all low on health, and Finland is in full force and full health, going on the second point. If Zarker goes down now, I think it's just gonna spell disaster for the rest of this game for Poland, but they're holding in strong still. There's a slight disadvantage on the side of Poland for Zarker, but he's about to have his Uber for the last push, and that's what they need right now.
They were running a sniper there on balcony, but Murier got in behind him and killed him. And actually, Murier is going to the last point, and he's been called, but will they be able to kill him quickly enough? Oof. Yeah, Kafka respawned, was able to get him. But that little play has just pulled Poland all the way back when they were actually thinking about pushing out onto and reclaiming Spire. And really nice play from Murier.
And now both medics on 100% uber charge. Now Poland's on the back foot. They need to kind of defend. And last point really gets capped quickly, and they don't want to lose it just yet, but they're pushing out of the lobby. There's no Finnish players yet. Skyper is finally spotted one. Chacha's exchanging some pills with him. Vonch is there as well, getting some rockets into the face, but Poland's pushing out, and that might be actually an opening for Finland to get a nice back cap there. Actually, Sticky going down to a nice Sticky. Skyper claiming a kill for that, and once again, Poland's just replacing those stickies a little bit higher, so they're harder to spot, but they're holding last. And just Soldier jumps in, Moria looking for the medic. Zinner's there to blast him away. Moria's gonna go down, Skyper's gonna go down as well. That's two people down for Finnish team, only one for Polish, and they will be able maybe to push it out to Spire right now. Turbo is still on 100%, neither medic has popped in the past 2 minutes. It's just so crucial there to pop in time. Vulture gets saved by Zarker. Now they're chasing the kills, Kredu just gets bounced around on those rockets, still looking for something. He gets someone? Not House gets Zinner there, but Kredu actually going down as well. But Poland's still unable to cap Spire, Gamma. What is going on?
Jukes from Kredu there. 4 people shooting at him, and it took them so long to kill him. But the main problem, I really liked what Finland did there at the last, with their attempt to force Zarker, sending in their Roamer and Murier, and just having some demo spam to follow up. But Cypher just went a little bit too aggro and was cleaned up for his troubles, and that just prompted Poland to try a push out. It's quite hard to push out at this last point though without significant advantages that they just didn't have.
No, Skyper is usually incredibly aggressive demo that's so aggressive that the rest of the team cannot keep up with him, and that's kind of spelled a disaster for that push. But now he's using that aggressiveness to bait out some Polish players into disadvantageous positions here, and now Chacha's also trying to do the same. Turbo has just called his Uber, Zarka has his, and then Moria goes from behind, takes down Chacha, takes down Kafka. That's 2 down for Polish team, and that might be the cue for the Finland to actually push in. Kredos on the sniper class, looking to snipe someone from that side, but there's no one there. Everyone's on the run side of the point, and the scout goes to the point. They need to get on it. Siki is there as the Pyro goes down. Zinner as the engineer goes down as well. There's no sentry up. They have to pop the Uber on the point. Turbo is just milking his. He has no rush to pop that Uber charge. He's gonna get forced. No cred actually gonna go down, and Turbo is just not worried about it. He has that 100%. Only 3 people to work with, but he can just wait. He has 1 minute of time to get his team ready and push that last point, and Poland needs to reclaim second if they want to have a fighting chance at it.
As well as that, they're 3 rounds up. There is, less than 15 minutes left. There's no point in rushing this. You have the full ad, make sure you have all the players you need alive, work your way in with a nice push. There's a sentry going up now, it's not even fully built to level 1 yet, and if they go quickly it won't even be level 3. But they're just, here they come, Credit coming in, the Pyro wasn't there to deny them, but they're not doing enough damage to Siki, who's still alive. The sentry's down at the very least, but there's no really other significant kills going down. They're taking the high ground. We've all watched Star Wars, but they just can't seem to finish them off. But now the spam is too much. The big classes are still alive, and the point goes down.
So disheartening for the Polish team. They had it right. They had some people in the right positions there. They were actually taking this fight and taking some kills with it, despite having that disadvantage of 50%. But then they just kind of committed too many players onto the point, and here come the soldier, here come the demo, just cleans up everything on the point with ease, and now Poland is down 4 points in this set. Kind of disappointing now, but Murier going in already so aggressive, he's so fast there, but gonna pay with his life. Bonshu, Siki's actually going on Parapyra now, going on the mid, blasting away those rockets. Actually, it's working out for Poland so far, but they did lose 2 players there. Now they're on the back foot, the full Finnish team's trying to clean this one up. Vonch going down as well, 3 people up. Zarker needs to get away if he wants to escape, but he does not, and there's only Chacha alive, and he's just looking for some additional kills, but no, gets a call from his team to go back.
Pyro, G-Strat, you gotta try and pull out something. It didn't work in the slightest, though. All it did really was deny Murier when he went for that really fast bomb. That's pretty much all he accomplished. Didn't even really get to set people on fire with the scorch shot. And when you have a player on your, or a class on your team really, who's just not contributing, then you're going to lose those mid fights.
Essentially playing 5v6, and now the blue team just going through mid. They don't not worry about the Uber charge because they have full Uber advantage here. The sentry's still up, finally getting cleaned up by Skyper, and the coins is getting capped. There's no one from the red team to block this one, and Finland takes Badlands with a full 5-0 sweep. Wow, Gamma. I mean, it just looks so one-sided. I'm not even sure that Poland is able to reclaim this in the second map of this game, but maybe there's something that they can do, or what is Finland doing right that is just granting them so much push power?
I just think, man for man, the Finns are just better players, to be honest. Like, you have players of the quality of Credu and Nuthouse getting decent heals and getting into really good positions. And when it comes down to that, you know, they're going to win those 1v1 fights. And, you know, Credu pulled out some amazing plays, Murier with some great plays as well. And when your medic doesn't die all that much, I don't think Turbo died all that much at all. I suppose we'll get logs up maybe. But when your medic doesn't die, your scouts don't die, your spam classes are putting out huge amounts of spam. You know, there's only one way the game's going to go.
Logs right now, because not the right one. Wiethoofd is just choking there a little bit. But yeah, I mean, Finland, just so much aggression going out of them. Great pushes, just winning out those Uber charges, and just basically playing very well with the advantages they had. You know, they weren't taking fights where they knew they don't have the equal or the Uber advantage, but when they had equal Ubers, they were looking for kind of a moment where Polish team's defense was at their weakest, and they couldn't really find where the Poland team couldn't really find any weaknesses in the Finnish team. So in the end, they tried something. They got some kills, but ultimately they were not able to achieve the same kind of success that Finland did when they were like basically in those equal Uber advantages. And then because Darker was going down very often and he couldn't really stay alive, just Turbo had the full Uber advantage. And if you do have that, it spells at least 1 or 2 points. So at the logs right now, Gamma, how about you take us through them?
Main thing for me, really looking at it straight away, is just look at the damage on all of the Finnish players. It's insane. 400 plus TPM on Cyper, 300 plus on both soldiers, your scouts sitting 350, your medics only died twice. Like, that's a perfect game all around from everyone. Everyone supporting each other nicely, following up on the aggression and the damage being done to clean up all the kills. And I think that was especially evident on a lot of the mid fights, where even if the Poles seemed to have an advantage, there was just so much damage being done to them that Credu and Nuthouse were able to clean up.
A feeling that because of that, like how they played middles, most of these logs actually come from the middle fights, and then the good logs coming out of the blue team, the Finnish team, come from like the second and last point, because Poland wasn't really able to go past the second point. They were at Finland's doorstep only one time the entire game. And just looking at the kills, I mean, Vonster is actually at top of 20 kills. That's well deserved. He was playing very well, and those air shots were just so sweet. But then it's just blue players all around. Just 17-17 for Credu and Murier with 15, Skyper with 15, Nuthouse clean, ending this Finnish streak with a 15 kill streak. And then the rest of the players, for Polish players, are just 8-10 kills each. So it's clear how much of a kind of power the DM advantage Finland has, and especially on the 5 CP like this. Poland had some really good engagements on middle points. Definitely, they actually won a few, but after they capped middle point, it was just there was nothing coming out of them. They didn't know what to do after that, and Finland was just prepared all the way through. They capped middle, they capped second, they capped last, like just in one sweep without having too much of an issue. And Poland just lost. But now,
I feel like. Yeah. For a lot of that game, the Finns were, they were one team. They were a unit, They were all pushing together. They were all, going aggressive together. It's very hard to deal with that if your team doesn't have the same level of cohesion. I think we kind of saw the evidence of that in that 5-0 sweep.
Now we're moving on to a Gollywash here. Yet another 5 CP map. It's a little bit different. It has a little bit wider than Badlands, definitely, so a little bit more room to work with. Maybe Vonster will be able to do some of his magic once again. Maybe he'll be saving grace of the Polish team, as they're on the back foot and they're fighting for their survival in the tournament. I believe Gollywash was indeed Poland's pick here. No, that was actually Finland's pick. Yeah. So Poland did lose on their own map, which is even worse now. And Finland picking Gollywash, I assume they're even more prepared for this one. We'll see how it goes as we're about to go live shortly.
Yeah, I think a lot of the factors that we saw on Prolands is actually going to pay off in the exact same way on Gullywash. If your spam classes are on top of the enemy team spam classes, if your scouts are staying alive to clean up that damage, if your medic isn't dying, all of these things, that can be said of any 5 CP map, but I think Prolands and Gullywash are two of them in particular where spam classes can really go ham if given the space.
Now again, ready to go live once again. This is Nations Cup 7, Poland versus Finland. Finland is now leading 5-0 on the first map of this set, which was CP Badlands. And we're taking a look at both demos. Skyper's quite quick to the middle point, but so is Chacha actually. Both demos roughly the same. A little bit more spam coming from the Sniper onto the garage, and already Zinner's going down there. It's going to be very crucial here. Vonczu with an amazing bomb there, but he's going to pay for this as well. And looks like Finland is able to just kind of clean up this madness that's coming out of the Polish team. They're staying as a unit there, now chasing off Zarka. Zarka just does not have a fighting chance. That's a full wipe coming from Finland.
Morny had a fantastic kind of fadeaway shot on Chacha there as he was falling off the midpoint. But, that was just total dominance from the Finns. Fantastic play all around. Completely out-DM'd them, took better positions. That all actually came from Cyper's early spam, taking out Zinner, I believe.
Yeah, that was basically it. Just died through gravity, and now Turbo has Uber charge, going in straight away, not risking anything. Zarka is losing Siki there. Zarka's gonna go down as well as level 2 sentry, and I really don't think Poland will be able to hold this point. Vonczu is there, still fighting. He's still looking for something, but he's got blasted too high up to block the point. And the first point of this set once again goes to the way of Finland. Poland is really struggling right now. They're getting desperate here. Definitely getting a little bit frustrated. They need to find some kind of a way to break the Finland's offense, but for me, it just seems impeccable and impossible to penetrate.
That was an incredibly fast round too. That's really demoralizing when it happens to you. The Sniper getting into a good position. The double soldier bomb this time coming out from Poland. 2 different positions, seeing what they can get done. Have they spotted Vonczu? I don't think they have. Vonczu's coming up through Banana, seeing what he can get done. But he's only going to get credit really. And meanwhile, his team is kind of walking across the point, trying to take advantage of the distraction being caused. But now they have Morny jumping up on top of the point, gets Zinner, and now they're slightly afraid of taking this fight. Both teams just having a look at each other. Siki just standing still, shooting him, and the Finns eventually decide, you know what, nah, you guys can have it.
I think it's a smart choice by Finland. They didn't have enough players to fight this, and Polish team had the middle point in control, so there was not much they could do. And right now it's just Kredu from the garage door, just spamming the combo there with peppering the pistol shots, but not gonna achieve much there. As Chacha's there as well, trying to put some spam in the choke, but once again it's a little bit of a stalemate. This is what we've been talking in the previous map. Both teams, if they have 100%, they're just kind of having that stalemate going on. No team actually wants to look and go in aggressively. They're looking for picks first, but looks like there's an opening in the spawn door. The choke. Both Ubers coming out, but looks like the blue one is a little bit better as there's not much sharing going on. Oh, Kafka going to go down. Chacha as well. Zarka's in a lot of trouble going drop down. And both soldiers fighting each other, and Murray's gonna go top from that one, and now Zarka's all the way back in his own garage door. Siki's there in the back line, still looking for something, gets piped in the face by Skyper. Zarka is still alive, but Turbo has been healing the entire time, and now he has 50% Uber advantage. Finland's about to take middle.
That was a disastrous Uber push. They lost a scout just as they went in with those 2 soldiers, and because of their aggression and with lack of players, they had to flash basically everyone on their team to try and keep them alive. Meanwhile, Turbo was able to just solo it basically onto Morny without having to really flash at all. Oh, Skyper murdering Zinner, that's disgusting.
Skyper's on top of his game today. He's just doing what he loves doing. That's another scout to his name, and now the soldier goes in trying to finish him off. He does. Vonczu crediting for that. Now Morty's a lot of trouble looking for something there. Gets one rocket onto the medic. Medic just flies away. Vonczu takes another. Finally, Poland's able to save themselves from the disaster that was happening on the middle point. Finland's on the back foot here. Turbo is on Uber. Uber has been forced there by the red team. Now they're backing away, but they will not as Zarka drops the Uber into drop down there.
Oh no, it was looking perfect. They were baiting the Uber, they were just about to get it, and then no one was watching drop down. And that's what happens. That's what happens if you don't watch out for the enemy gamers coming from flankers.
They just didn't see that drop-down strategy going, and the soldier just sneaks through and he takes the medic down, and that's already 20% advantage for Turbo. But Poland is now respawned. They're not too far behind on the Uber percentages yet. And they're just kind of looking for something here. Sicky's getting aggressive in the lobby. Skyper's there, just blocking the point, trying to get something done. But once again, that's what's going on. Neither team really wants to attack, and it's so far it just seems that Finland has the advantage. They don't have to worry. They're already 1 point up. They are 1 map up. And then Poland, now it's just in Poland, the ball is in Poland's court, basically. They need to do something with that ball, and now Uber comes out very early. Going in with Skyper and Credo trying to take down. They take down Sicky. Zarka going down as well. That's a level 3 sentry behind the point, just still guarding it, but there's not many players alive to block the point itself. Zinner gonna go down. That's the sentry still up there, but Skyper sees it, knows about it, and just goes. And Chacha going down. Full wipe for the side of Finland. Finland claims their 2nd point of the set.
I got hyped for some shotgun DM there for a few seconds, but Sinner just got annihilated as soon as he walked forward. That was unfortunate. But that was just fantastic building from Turbo. It was relatively even to begin with, but Turbo was building and Zarker wasn't, and that just shows what sort of advantages you can get if you build when you have a stalemate like that.
Skyper once again very quick to the middle point, putting some nice sticks onto the garage door, but Poland's getting really aggressive there. Paying with their life though. Kafka's not going down, but the exchange in Turbo's actually catching it, piped to the face by Chacha. Now Zarka is a lot of trouble fighting with that scout. He's gonna go down as well. That's an equalizer for the side of Finland. Now Vonshow's all by himself on the middle point, fighting 2 Scout and Skyper. Oh, will he be able to actually stop this point from getting capped? Not House is still there. He's just being so annoying. And middle point there is just so good for a scout to kind of dodge all those rockets. Vonshow's still there. Skyper is gonna go from behind. Gonna get locked down, but Skyper now is in trouble. And gonna pay for his greed as Kafka going from behind takes him in 2 rockets. And now the whole Polish and Finland reinforcements coming in at the point. Now Scouts going down. Siki, Zinner. Finland is in full control of the middle point right now. Mori is gonna go look for Chacha there, but Chacha is like, nope. I'm gonna go back to my medic, look for something else. Oh boy.
That's what his entire team should have done as well. They had no right to come in onto that point. They had no position at all. Sure, they had respawns, but so did the Finns. And now Zarker's really weak in lobby with Murier in his face, and he just about survives it. But already survived the 40% disadvantage they have.
This is actually very close for the Polish team there. Second already claimed by Finland. The stick straps on both sides from the shutter doors, and now Finnish team is going through the river. They have the Uber charge, only 75 onto Zarka. They need to build fast. They're building right now. They're struggling right now. They need to find some kind of an opening, and I think Finnish team had just decided to take it slow. They knew they don't have that massive advantage anymore, and they're just waiting for an opportunity. And now look at this. It's not House from behind. You may be sneaking in the back cap. No, he gets found out by the scout, but there goes Murier just finishing off Zinner. As creating enough of an opening for the Finnish team to actually go in and maybe cause some trouble, but that's 2 people down for the Finnish team, and that's gonna slow their attack even more. Now Kafka's battling Morny in the lobby area there on the lunchbox. Darky on 100%, Turbo as well, and now it's up to the Finnish team to actually find an opening, but they're backing away.
Yeah, I think they recognize there that the way the Poles have been playing, they actually might have just pushed into lobby there. So coming out into this big door position would have given them the right position to fight that with an Uber exchange. It was quite a smart idea, I think, but now they should think about taking lobby back.
Just Finnish team, Turbopina with Skyper holding in the garage, going lower lobby right now. Oh, going behind, he will be able to find Chacha. It's 1 pill. Now a stick Chacha going down with Morny as well. Credit going on last with no demo to block the point with the sticks. It was dangerously close, but Credit goes down as well with a nice DM from Zinner. That's what you've been looking for, Gamma. Now Sentry's up there on level 1 only. Oh, Zinner's solo gonna go down as well. Uber has been popped from both sides. There's a lot of flashing going on the red side as well. Sicky's gonna go down. Now Zarka is the only person on the point, but here comes Vonshrew with an airdrop. Not gonna stop the cap from happening, and that's 3 up for the side of Finland. Ooh.
Chacha came out into lobby completely unsupported, and he died. Big surprise, really. It was just too aggressive from them. I like the fact that they're trying to be aggressive, they're trying to do something, but they need to do it as a team, not 1 by 1.
Now, once again, Poland is just looking to get something. They were unable to even reach the second point of Finland. Now, Kafka, an amazing surf there. So aggressive already. Now, Morty jumping in, but notices the majority of the red force on the flank already. But they're managing it. They're killing two people there. Zarker, Cha-Cha both going down. That's the entire combo dead. And with only flank classes and a pocket, they can't do much. Vonshu gonna get cleaned off by Credo. And Siki actually gets a sword kill. But it's just like a little bit of a mess going on. People just chasing kills at the moment, with Finland having the majority and basically claiming this point. Siki there on the back line trying to maybe find a kill, but he gets spotted. Warning claiming kill for that as well. Now there's... Oh, Zinner! He's just missed the entire combo by an inch, and now he's behind. He's able to maybe find something. Oh, he's sneaking by, but not House. No one sees him yet. He's still going through. He may be able to find him.
There he is now. Oh no, not House.
So close.
Absolutely shut down.
That was so close, but they did pop Uber Turbo. It's very early popped here. Zark only 58%, but the Uber is gonna fade before they even reach the point. Poland has a chance, fighting chance on doing something here. Zark in a lot of trouble. Morty's gonna finish him off, and now it's just people piling on top of the point, with the heavy being too slow to reach it. And that's 4 points up over Poland. Now this is their last chance to do something. Maybe get a consolation point. Get something. Like, I don't know, 1 point here. Something that can show that Finland is not unbeatable, because so far they've not lost a single point. Not even a second point of this game here, off this map, has been claimed by Poland.
I just love the double bombs that Morny and Maria are pulling off. They're just so beautifully in sync. It's fantastic to watch. And here we go, maybe we'll see some here. It's actually the Polish soldiers who are bombing all over the skies. What are they even doing? Vonsu's going into the combo is what he's doing. Cypher's super weak, but they've lost Siki and Vonsu and Cha-Cha at the same time. Maria gets cleaned up for his efforts, going aggressive into their faces. Nuthouse trying to follow up into Big Door, but gets cleaned up by rockets. And it's yet another mid-fight win for the Finns.
So unfortunate for the Polish side, they don't have the medic up. Turbo is about to hit 100%, going into last. They're on their last straw right now. They don't have any more lifelines. There's Vonshu on the heavy class hiding, maybe looking to get some kind of a kill, maybe push people away, maybe distract them. Now Zinner on the sniper. They're just grabbing any chance they can to stop the Finnish aggression from happening. Now Skyper in the river, Nuthouse as well. Turbo going with the scout and taking down Zarker. Zinner going down as well. That's 2 down for Polish team. Now Siki trying to fight that one. Nuthouse taking out Vonshu from behind, and now is just it. That's all she wrote.
Oh, the Poles have already started disconnecting from the server. I bet that was a hard one to take. They really got slammed hard on this map. You know, at least on Prolands, there is some semblance of, you know, relative closeness. It's just the Finns tended to win every fight, even if the fights were close. But man, that was an embarrassing goalie wash game. There's no other way of saying it, really.
And this is even more painful to me personally, because, well, I've been cheering them for Polish team. They reached the quarterfinals. They did pretty well considering the teams they've played with, you know, Estonia, Denmark, and now they just kind of had to fight against their group stage rival Finland. It was just unfortunate for them that they didn't, you know, get to see them later on in the stages. Maybe they would have another fighting chance, but Finland just looking so strong this Nations Cup, and I do think that they have a fighting chance. But looking at the logs right now, just really quickly, damage-wise, there's no surprise here. Kredo, Skyper, both top damaging with 4k damage each. Actually, Vonshu just up there as well with 4,000. But then it's just Finnish team all over the damage. If you look at the kills as well, just Finnish team. Top kills everywhere. Just Vonshu and Siki kind of like edging the side of Finland in terms of damage and kills, but in the end it just doesn't matter. Finland won. Cohesion, teamwork, the DM, personal skill, and everything just came into play, and Poland has just been completely dismantled.
Yeah, that's true. Again, as you so rightly say, every single player on the Finnish team pulls out massive damage stats, massive kill stats. It's just total domination, really. Their medic only dies once. Like, that's a dream game for him. You've got to be thinking your whole team is carrying you to victory super hard. They're just killing every single gamer that comes into their faces. Vonsu tried some really nice stuff, and he's, to me, would have definitely be the MVP of this Polish team, but it just wasn't able to do enough.
Now we're concluding this quarterfinals between Finland and Poland. Finland taking them this one just sweepingly as they're moving on to semifinals. We are not sure who we're going to be fighting yet, as the game of the previous quarterfinals still yet to be decided. But this is going to be us. It's going to be concluding today's cast of the Nations Cup 7. My name has been Jake. Today with me was Gamma. On production, as always, is Wiethoofd. And just a few more plugs. Remember to check us out on KritzKast Patreon. It's patreon.com/KritzKast, as well as KritzKast.com, and as well as other places that you can visit us. Twitter, we're casting pretty much every second, every third day. There's always some games going on. There's Nations Cup, there's UGC, there's ETF2L coming on. Tomorrow we do have a finals of the UGC Highlander, so please do tune in, as I am with CJ going to be casting this one, and it's going to be an amazing game as well. But please do check us out, keep updated. But yep, any last words, Gamma, before we head off? Maybe some good luck to the players, and well, maybe.
Yeah, good luck to the players in the UGC final tomorrow. Good luck to you casting it, obviously. Tough job. And yeah, I'm just looking forward to seeing this Finn team go even further.
There you go. Thank you very much for watching, everyone, and see you later.
Hi, old beaver! Away!